Glad you could join us. Now, the deplorable state of classrooms in the Savelugu Nanton Municipal Assembly in the northern region continues to affect the enrollment figures among primary school pupils in the area. One of the most affected schools is the Diari Al Hussein English and Arabic Primary School, where pupils have to spend the first few hours of their class session to clean cow dung from their thatched roof structures, which serve as classrooms. On JoyNews agenda today, Northern Region correspondent Hashmin Mohammed traveled to Diari and reports that parents are afraid to send their children to school.
Voices of pre-primary pupils of Diari Al Hussein English and Arabic Primary School being led by their teacher to sing and praise God to avert rainfall that can disrupt their class session. The school children learn under a structure built of tree stumps and roof with zinc work on by the community members. Rusty nails in the school building and roofing shades can no longer hold the tree stumps firmly together, exposing children in the school to danger. Al-Hassan Memunatu, a class 6 pupil of the school, tells JoyNews the situation in the school makes learning difficult for them.
We cannot learn well in this structure. We spend much time cleaning animals' feces every day. We also close when it starts raining.
The bad structure of the school is just part of the problems of the school. Inadequate classroom block also compels teachers of the school to combine 2 classes in 1 classroom block. Headmaster of the school, Deshine Abdallah Mustafa, says parents hold onto their children in the house with a least clouds of threats of rains for fear that the rains could possibly wash down the classrooms.
I think our main challenge of the school is the structure. See the way the structure is. The way the structure is, the children don't want to come to school for the fear of being mocked at in the community. Most of them have stopped coming to school, and when they even come, learning is ineffective and teaching is very ineffective. When it threatens to rain, we close early. We just, when the rain is coming, we just close, and then maybe we'll go home, and then the rain will not come again. So when we come back to the community, we will only get some few children to come back to school. So the structure is really our major problem. And even animals, domestic animals, when we just close, they also take over the structure. And the following day, we'll spend much time in cleaning animal remains before classes will start. Because the children are afraid to come to school because of the nature of the structure. Their colleagues in other schools usually mock at them. They tease them, and for the fear of that tease, they don't want to come to school, only to be mocked by their colleagues.
In 2012, the District Assembly awarded a contract for the construction of a new 6-unit classroom block for the community, but that has been abandoned by the contractor at foundation stage, making weed to take over the site. For JoyNews, Hashmin Mohammed reports from Diari.
Let's stay in the northern part of the country because farming in that side is under threat as farmers have no access to veterinary services. These farmers often have to depend on bullocks when plowing their farms because they face a difficulty in accessing tractor services. For these bullocks to work effectively on the farms, they need to be well catered for, including having access to veterinary services. JoyNews' Rafiq Salam visited Nandonko in the Upper West region to see for himself how farmers are grappling with the situation of lack of veterinary services.
If you have any feeling or thought that the use of bullock for plowing is a thing of the past due to the introduction of heavy farm machines and special tractor services, you have to quickly abandon that thought or feeling. Co-located in the Nandon district of the Upper West region is one such community who are not prepared to change their old ways and heavily rely on the services of these animals. Even though the community is predominantly a farming community, getting access to tractor or paying for its services is difficult. They are, however, aware the plowing with the tractor is quicker than using the animals. Chief of Co. Nanton Municipality propounded reasons why they are addicted to using blocks for plowing.
The tractors will go too deep into the soil, and that will get the fertile soil far into the ground. So the yield is not as great as when the blocks get this thing. And now with the block plowing too, it's cheaper to get the block plowing because you rear the blocks, then you plow with it, then it can also give you manure. So with the manure, you will not even get that fertilizer to buy. So with the blocks too, you are able to get this manure to fertilize your thing. You get it to farm for you, and then it is also economical in a way that you don't pay so much for the services. The tractor too, when it comes out, you have a lot of people going for it, and now it is easier. He can, now that he's doing it, he does it at his own time. The time you need a tractor, you may not get it, but this time like this, anytime he wants to plow, he just puts his plow on the blocks on the farm, and they're doing the work.
Despite the ease at which they work with the bullocks, they are unable to get veterinary services for them. As a result, the animals grow lean and weak and unable to plow. Thomas Guo owns and operates bullocks here at Co.
I need to quarry. I tell it to me on now. To me on anything.
Taking care of the bullocks is very difficult. There is a particular drug we give to them for them to grow fat and have strength in order to plow for us. We struggle to get the money to buy the drug. Money is hard to come by these days. We will be happy if the drug could be given to us at a subsidized rate to enable us buy and still have money to take care of our families.
The school fee, ane abe busuri, ane abe game yele ametuo sunti, atemetuo atinwanya ati atemetuo kabe.
A view better recorded by the Chief of Co and laced with a passionate appeal to the Ministry of Food and Agriculture to come to their aid.
Veterinary services are also costly to take care of them. So until they see that a cow is sick, they don't have the tendency to give it the proper treat, the proper feed, and then the maintenance for it to work more for them. Like the way it gets weak, they just allow it to rest more and go back to the farm. Yes, it would have been good that the agri sector, maybe these extension officers come to our aid. But with this side, it's difficult for them to come. They will come and they say that they don't have this, they don't have that. And it is difficult, even though they are there. Many farmers do not have the services of the agri extension officers. So maybe if they come to the aid of the block farmers.
Reporting for JoyNews, Rafik Salam, Nandumko.